Home Auntie, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, you guys, more concerns are rising surrounding Upepso Doom and how she is dealing with the passing of her late husband, Umandla Mampintsa Mapumulo. So, last week, Friday, we laid to rest to Umandla Mampintsa Mapumulo, who was Babes Odumo's husband. And literally the day after the funeral on New Year's Eve, Babes was seen performing at the New Year's Eve last dance event, which was held in Pietermaritzburg, which raised a lot of eyebrows because people were certainly not expecting her to be on stage the very next day after burying her husband. Now, one person who has voiced out their disappointment in how Babes is handling this whole grieving situation is her own mother-in-law, uMampintsa's mother, Uzamanguni Gumed. So she spoke to this news blogger, which is called Zimoja Izinto, and she said quite a few things. You guys, she firstly said that no offense, she loves Babes, and as much as they have reunited at the funeral, things are not going well between them. And she said that Babes is not at home. She's out gallivanting and drinking and partying. She's not even wearing traditional mourning clothes. And she said that, she feels like Babes is disrespecting her son's memory. Now, one thing I do have to say about this whole entire situation, because I did see that she's even posting using Mampintsa's Facebook account. She posted some pictures while using Mampintsa's account on Facebook, which has led some people to think that she has managed to open his phone, as she has previously stated. Mampintsa has left, and he did not even give her his password phone. So one thing I have to say, guys, that a lot of people grieve in different ways. Like, I feel like that is one thing that we should all understand. Like, we deal with grieving and a loss of someone. We don't deal with it the same way. Like, for some people, sitting at home, being with family, being surrounded by loved ones, talking about the pain of losing that person, and being with your family, it helps. Like, it helps a lot of people to deal with the pain and move on quickly. For some people, however, being distracted and being busy and not always thinking about that person whom you have lost, it helps also as well, which is what I think in this case is happening. I feel like Babes is like distracting herself. She is distracting herself from thinking about, the loss of her husband, which is understandable because not all of us deal with a loss of someone in the same way. Like, I remember when I also lost my mother, I also did exactly what she did. I would go out, and it helped in some way, like to some extent. It did not help like indefinitely, but in some extent, it helped me through the day. And then at night, yeah, I would have to think about, my mother's death. But for her, Mapija being this such a big celebrity, this big personality, I feel like everyone around her is still talking about his death and the entire situation. And this is just her way of like distracting herself from that and not being depressed. Because if she does sit at home, and if she does, like does what Mampincha's mother is saying that she should do, I do feel like that she's gonna be depressed, like literally. And right now she needs to be strong for her son. She needs to, go out there and get the bag and secure the coin for her son. And yeah, you guys, I just feel like she's dealing with this whole mourning thing in a different way. And as far as the mourning clothes, the like inzila for the traditional Zulu people, whenever a wife loses her husband, she has to wear inzila, which is basically black clothes for an entire year. Some do it for like 6 months. So I don't think that she is gonna wear inzila, like especially being from an upbringing of her father is a pastor, right? So I don't think that she's gonna follow that tradition. She might mourn her husband maybe in her own way, but for her to wear Inzila for an entire year or for 6 months. Because if you wear Inzila, you're not allowed to go out partying, you're not allowed to go to do exactly what she's doing right now. Inzila, she will have to sit at home and mourn her husband. So yeah, you guys, comment down below what you guys think of this in the comment section. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.